Hi, I'm Saria. I never thought I'd be telling this story, but here we are. I've always been the responsible one in our family. Straight A's through school, volunteering on weekends, and planning my future meticulously. My younger sister Jade was the opposite. Talented but scattered, always chasing the next exciting thing. Mom, I got an interview at Meridian Tech for their summer internship program, I announced one evening, practically bouncing through our kitchen doorway, waving the email on my phone. Mom looked up from helping Jade with a college application. Oh? That's nice, honey. Her tone was flat, nothing like the enthusiasm I expected. Nice? Mom, it's Meridian Tech. The acceptance rate is like 8%. I placed my phone on the counter, confused by her lukewarm response. Saria, could we talk about this later? I'm helping your sister with her performing arts application. The deadline's tomorrow. Mom turned back to Jade without waiting for my response. Jade shot me an apologetic glance. Congrats, Sari. That sounds amazing. Thanks, I mumbled, retreating to my room. This pattern continued for weeks. Every time I brought up the internship, Mom found reasons to change the subject. When the interview date approached, she suddenly remembered a family obligation. But I scheduled this weeks ago, I protested over breakfast. Mom sighed heavily. Family comes first, Saria. We've had this planned for months. What family obligation? I asked, genuinely confused. We're going to watch Jade's dance showcase, she replied, spreading jam on her toast without looking up. That's next weekend, I said slowly. My calendar has it marked clearly. Mom's shoulders tensed. Well, there's a rehearsal this weekend. Very important. Jade frowned. No, there isn't. Mom, what are you talking about? The awkward silence that followed was broken by my friend Zoe calling. I excused myself to answer. Saria, you won't believe what I just heard, Zoe said, her voice hushed but urgent. What's going on? I was at the community center helping my mom set up for the fundraiser, and I overheard your mom talking to Mrs. Patel. And? My stomach tightened with apprehension. Your mom was saying she's been blocking your internship opportunities because, and I quote, Jade needs to establish herself first without competition from her sister. She said she's been deliberately sabotaging your applications and interviews. My hand gripped the phone tighter. That can't be right. You must have misheard. Sari, I wish I had. She literally said she deleted emails and made up excuses to keep you from getting ahead of Jade. Something about how Jade is more fragile and needs the spotlight. Did Jade know about this? I whispered, leaning against my bedroom wall for support. From what I heard, no. Your mom said she's been keeping it from both of you. After hanging up, I sat motionless on my bed, mind racing. Was this why Mom had forgotten to mail my summer program application last year? Why she always scheduled important family events during my interviews? Why my email notifications sometimes showed messages that mysteriously disappeared? That evening, I casually mentioned to Mom that Mr. Reynolds from the community center had asked about me. Oh? She looked immediately uncomfortable. What did he want? Just wondering if I received the scholarship information he emailed me. Funny thing is, I never got that email. Mom's face paled slightly. Those things go to spam sometimes. Technology, you know? Actually, I said quietly, Zoe was at the community center today. The look on her face told me everything I needed to know. Mrs. Klein, did my mother ever speak to you about the peer mentorship program I applied for last spring? I asked my guidance counselor the next morning, sitting stiffly in the chair across from her desk. Mrs. Klein adjusted her glasses, clicking through her computer files. Yes, actually. She called to decline on your behalf. Said you'd changed your mind and wanted to focus on family responsibilities. I never changed my mind, I said, my voice remarkably steady despite the anger building inside me. Did she happen to mention why? She implied you were overcommitted and needed to scale back. I was surprised, given your excellent time management skills. Mrs. Klein studied my face. Saria, is everything okay at home? I'm not sure anymore. Can I ask you something else? Have there been other opportunities that came my way that I might not know about? Mrs. Klein hesitated. There was the state leadership conference and the summer internship at City Hall. Your mother said you weren't interested. Each revelation felt like another betrayal. I thanked Mrs. Klein and headed to the library, where my friend Marcus worked after school. Hey, computer whiz, I said, attempting a smile. I need your help with something. Marcus glanced up from the circulation desk. That's not your real smile. What's wrong? I need to check my email settings. I think someone's been deleting messages before I see them. His eyebrows shot up. That's concerning. Come over here. 20 minutes later, Marcus leaned back in his chair. Yep. Someone set up forwarding rules on your account. Important emails with keywords like application, opportunity, and interview get forwarded to another account before you see them. Let me guess the account, I said bitterly. It's your mom's. I closed my eyes briefly. Can you help me fix this without alerting her? Already done, Marcus replied. I've also set up notifications to your phone if anyone tries to change settings again. One more favor? Can you recover any deleted emails from the last year? Marcus worked his magic, and soon we were looking at dozens of opportunities I'd never known about. Scholarships, programs, job offers. Soraya! My sister's voice startled me. Jade approached our table, her dance bag slung over one shoulder. What are you guys doing? I hesitated, unsure how much to share. Research. Marcus shot me a look. Jade should know. Know what? Jade asked, pulling up a chair. Mom has been sabotaging my career opportunities, I said bluntly. For years. Jade's face registered shock. What? Why would she do that? I turned the screen toward her. According to what Zoe overheard, so you could shine first without competition from me? That's ridiculous. I never asked for that. Jade's voice rose, drawing a stern look from the librarian. I believe you, I said. But it's happening. Look at these emails. As Jade scrolled through the evidence, her expression shifted from disbelief to horror. Sari, I had no idea. This is so messed up. I know. What are you going to do? Marcus asked. I straightened my shoulders. First, I'm gathering all the evidence. Then I'm going to confront her, with witnesses present. Count me in, Jade said immediately. Me too, Marcus added. Plus, I know someone at the school newspaper whose mom works at the Equal Employment Office. This kind of interference might have legal implications. Legal? Jade whispered. I nodded slowly. This isn't just unfair. It's systematically holding me back from opportunities I earned. I need to know exactly what my rights are. 3 days later, I sat at our dining room table with a folder of printed emails, screenshots, and statements from Mrs. Klein and 2 other teachers. Mom walked in, freezing when she saw Jade, Marcus, and my Aunt Lisa also sitting there. What's this? Some kind of intervention? Mom laughed nervously, setting down her purse. You could call it that, I said evenly. Please, sit down. Saria, what's going on? Why is everyone here? We're here because we need to talk about how you've been systematically sabotaging my future. Mom's face flushed. What are you talking about? That's absurd. I slid the folder toward her. Is it? Because I have evidence of deleted emails, fabricated excuses, and your own words to Mrs. Patel about letting Jade shine first, without competition from me. You've been spying on me? Mom's voice rose defensively. No, Mom, you've been caught interfering with my life. I kept my voice steady. You deleted scholarship notifications, canceled interviews without telling me, and told Mrs. Klein I wasn't interested in opportunities I never even knew existed. I was protecting you both, Mom insisted, looking desperately at Jade. Your sister needed the confidence boost. You were always so capable, Saria. I just wanted to level the playing field. Level the... Jade sputtered. Mom, that's horrible. I never needed you to handicap my sister. You don't understand, Mom pleaded. Jade struggled with your shadow her whole life. I was trying to help. By lying to me? I interrupted. By stealing my opportunities? By deciding I should sacrifice my future for your twisted idea of fairness? I'm your mother. I know what's best for this family. Aunt Lisa leaned forward. Karen, listen to yourself. What you've done is wrong on every level. This is family business, Lisa. You have no right. I brought her because she's a witness. I cut in. Just like Marcus is here as a witness to the email tampering. Just like Jade is here as a witness to the fact that she never asked for this so-called protection. Mom's face hardened. You're being dramatic. When you're a mother, you'll understand that sometimes you make difficult decisions for the greater good. No, I said firmly. This wasn't for any greater good. This was your choice to favor one daughter over another, to decide my future wasn't as important as Jade's. I've always loved you both equally, Mom insisted, tears forming. Love doesn't do this, I said, tapping the folder. And I don't accept your explanation or your apology. Saria, please. Mom reached for my hand. I'm sorry if you feel hurt, but you have to understand. I pulled away. I understand perfectly. You betrayed me for years. You stole opportunities I earned. You lied to my face repeatedly. You ungrateful. Mom stood suddenly, her chair scraping the floor. After everything I've sacrificed for you. Karen, Aunt Lisa warned. No, Lisa, she comes into my house, ambushes me with these ridiculous accusations. They're not accusations when we have proof, Marcus said quietly. Mom turned on him. You stay out of this. This doesn't concern you. It concerns me when you broke federal laws by accessing someone else's email without permission, he replied calmly. My mom's a lawyer. That's computer fraud. Mom's face contorted with rage. Get out of my house, all of you. And you, she pointed at me. If you pursue this, you'll regret it. I promise you that. Are you threatening me? I asked, as Marcus quietly recorded on his phone. I'm telling you that families don't do this to each other. If you continue with this nonsense, you're no longer welcome here. Please state your name for the record, said Mr. Donovan, the University Ethics Board chairman. Karen Mitchell, Mom replied stiffly, looking anywhere but at me. Mrs. Mitchell, we've reviewed the evidence submitted by your daughter regarding interference with university communications, scholarship applications, and internship opportunities. Do you dispute these claims? 3 months had passed since our confrontation. In that time, I'd moved in with Aunt Lisa, filed formal complaints with my school district and the university I'd been accepted to, and begun the process of legally emancipating myself with Lisa as my guardian until I turned 18 in 4 months. I was acting in the best interest of my family, Mom insisted. That's not what I asked, Mr. Donovan said. Do you dispute tampering with these communications? After a long pause, she muttered, No. The hearing continued for another hour. By the end, the university had not only reinstated my scholarship opportunities, but also opened an investigation into their communication protocols to prevent similar interference in the future. Mom was barred from accessing my academic records or representing me in any capacity. Outside the hearing room, Mom approached me, her eyes red. Saria, please. This has gone far enough. I've apologized. What more do you want from me? I want nothing from you, I replied. And you didn't apologize. You justified. There's a difference. I'm still your mother. You can't just erase me from your life. Watch me. Jade approached cautiously. Since the confrontation, she'd been staying with Dad on weekends, struggling with her own feelings of guilt and betrayal. The school called, she told me. They're offering you a spot in the summer leadership program after reviewing your original application. That's great news, I said, purposely ignoring Mom. Saria, Mom tried again. We're family. We need to find a way past this. No, we don't, I replied calmly. You made your choice for years. Now I'm making mine. Later that evening, I sat with Aunt Lisa, Jade, Marcus, and Zoe on Lisa's patio, watching the sunset. The restraining order was approved, Lisa said, handing me the official document. She can't contact you directly for the next 6 months. How does it feel? Zoe asked. Getting justice? I considered the question. It feels like breathing again, like I can finally plan my future without sabotage. I still can't believe she did all that, Jade said quietly. I keep wondering if I should have noticed something. Hey, I touched her arm. This wasn't your fault. You were as much a pawn as I was, just in a different way. The university mentorship starts next week, Marcus reminded me. Your first step toward the career you actually want. I smiled, feeling genuine happiness for the first time in months. You know what the strangest part is? I'm actually grateful this happened. Grateful? Zoe looked confused. It taught me something important. That I'm stronger than I knew. That I can stand up for myself, even against someone who's supposed to love me unconditionally. What about forgiveness? Jade asked hesitantly. Do you think someday? Forgiveness is overrated, I said firmly. Some actions change relationships permanently. I don't hate her, but I'll never trust her again. As the stars began appearing overhead, I looked at the faces of the people who had stood by me. My real family, chosen by loyalty rather than blood. So, what's next for you? Lisa asked. I smiled. Everything she tried to prevent, every opportunity I earned, every dream I deferred. It's all possible now. Have you ever had someone try to dim your light so others could shine brighter? What would you have done in my situation? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories of standing up for yourself against all odds.